Oh, where on earth could they be? William told me to distract them. How am I supposed to do that if they don't even show up? Oh! There you are, darling. You startled me. You're late, in case you couldn't tell. Oh, I'm only teasing, darling. There's no need to apologize, no need to fuss. You're here now, and that's all that matters. Though I would like to know why you were late. No one gave you any trouble, did they? Oh, dear darling, you got lost. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Next time we'll meet elsewhere, somewhere you can find easily, yes? All right, very good. Now, why don't you and I take a little walk? Yes, that's what I wanted to meet with you for. Did you expect something else? Oh, you weren't expecting something so calm, considering I was the one who asked to meet you. Well, I suppose that does make sense. However, sometimes an actress such as myself needs to relax, cool off a little bit, and let my thoughts wander. Oh, they'll probably wander to Bassie eventually, but for now they're focused solely on you. Will you be joining me, darling? Oh, don't sound so wary. It's only me. It's not like I'm going to take you into the forest and kill you. Oh, don't be afraid of that happening. I may be a Grim Reaper, but I do have some level of class. I don't need to lure you into a forest. Oh, I know there are people who know you're going there and who know you're going to meet me. I'm not going to kill you. Let's just go for a stroll in the forest. It'll be fine. It'll be so much fun, don't you think? Oh, goodness, you're stubborn. Don't make me drag you there. What? What are you referring to, darling? I'm acting completely normal, aren't I? I'm usually quite persistent. Oh? I'm acting as if I'm hiding something. Darling, I'm a better actress than that. You know this. Very well. There is something else on my mind. Let's go for our walk and talk about it as we go, shall we? Please, darling, I'd feel much better doing it that way. Darling, it has come to my attention that, though we've been friends for quite some time now, there is still some information you haven't shared with me. Yes, you've been very honest about everything you've told me. However, lying by omission is also a form of lying and deception. Darling, I told you when my birthday was, and I asked you the same question. Do you remember this? I seem to recall that you said it wasn't important. How could you possibly think that the anniversary of when you came into this world wasn't important? Well, I would still like an answer to the question, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, goodness. Your birthday is tomorrow? Darling, you haven't given me any time to prepare something special for you. Why don't you think I should make a big deal about it? You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. Ever since I met Sebastian. Darling, sit with me a moment, would you? Now, I'm a very open person. My feelings are always made very obvious. However, I don't think you've fully caught on to what I'm saying. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me since I met Sebastian. When I met him, I fell head over heels for him. Quite literally, he knocked me to the ground several times. When I met you, something felt different about you. I could tell that you didn't have the easiest life. I could tell that you didn't think of yourself as very important or having much value. But darling, the moment I laid eyes on you, you became my world. You became all that mattered to me. Even Sebastian left my mind for weeks after I first saw you. Keep in mind, this is before I had even spoken to you. You haunted my dreams. You crept into every open crevice in my mind that wasn't already filled with other thoughts. You have not left my mind since, darling. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Did you really just answer my question with another question? Does this mean that I love you? Obviously, darling. That's why it hurts to know that you think I shouldn't be celebrating the day that you were brought into this world. That day, it truly is the best day of the year. If that day had been different, if you hadn't been born, I don't believe my life would be as wonderful as it is now. Because if you had never been born, I never would have met you. I never would have realized just how utterly happy you make me. Why can't you see that your birthday is truly wonderful? Well, we'll have to work on that, won't we? What time is it, do you know? Oh, well, I think that you and I should continue walking, perhaps in this direction. Oh, trust me, darling, would I ever steer you wrong? Follow me, then. Surprise, darling! I asked William and the others to set this up while I distracted you. Well, technically William suggested it since he thought it would be a nice gesture for you, but it was still a lot of my ideas and their hard work, and my hard work as well, keeping you occupied while they did all of this, just for you. Oh, I know your birthday isn't until tomorrow, but this is meant to be a surprise party. If I had done this on your birthday, you would have known something was up. Are you surprised, darling? Good. Oh, come with me, come. Here. We made a cake for you. Would you like to give it a try? Well, darling, how is it? Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Though I'm sure no cake on earth, no matter how much sugar is added, could ever be as sweet as you. Now then, before we get to everything else, I just want to restate something. You are important. Your existence is a blessing. I love you so very much. I hope you never forget that, darling. Happy early birthday. Now, shall I embarrass you by singing at the top of my lungs, or shall we save that until after you've enjoyed your cake? Very well, then. From here on out, your birthdays are going to be quite memorable. I assure you of this, darling.